Hello, everybody. Um, so another month. Yay, another month to learn something about our things. So, a little background about me. You've seen me before, but for all of you that don't know me, I am Liza Lomax. I am an emotional eating specialist. So I help women embrace themselves into emotional eating, lose weight, and finally love what they see in the mirror. And I'm also a personal trainer, holistic nutritionist, NLP practitioner, TFT practitioner, EFT practitioner, all the acronyms. I'm also a Reiki master, intuitive healer as well, and a medium. And so today I'm going to talk to you about getting out of your head. And I know we talked a little bit about that last month, but I just want to make sure that I really get the point across how important it is to get out of our head. The things that make the biggest impact on our daily lives is really the words that we say to ourselves on a daily basis. So the words that we say internally and externally. So even when we make a mistake, even when we accidentally hurt somebody's feelings, even when we do something that we're not proud of, even if we don't get everything done on our list, even if we miss a deadline, and even if we forget something, especially if you're a woman. We've been conditioned to apologize, to beat ourselves up at every mishap. We have been scrutinized. We scrutinize ourselves. We nitpick at everything else. We nitpick at ourselves. Everybody else nitpicks at us, society and environment, and even ourselves all the time, constantly. I'm constantly hearing other people say negative, horrible things about themselves and their bodies, especially their bodies. This is, seriously, it's truly an epidemic. The idea that we all need to look a certain way is totally BS to me. It's totally just a farce. I don't want to use a swear word, but I do want to use a swear word, but I won't. But you know what I mean. Total BS. Thinking negatively about yourself, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm stupid, I'm disgusting, I need to lose 5 pounds, to be accepted by others and myself. I need to look like a model, or I need to look like, I can't look like myself. I need to be thinner, prettier, need to change my eyes, my hair, my nose, my mouth, whatever it is. I know these things are being said. I've heard others say them, and they've come out of my mouth constantly, all the time in my past. All the time. At one time, all of those things came out of my mouth. I can't even count how many times I told myself how ugly, how fat, how stupid, disgusting, how I wasn't good enough, how I wasn't worthy enough. I let people walk all over me. I let people treat me like a doormat. Because I thought I deserved it and didn't think anything different. These are so deeply ingrained in there. These thoughts and what we say to ourselves gets so deeply ingrained in us. And it's truly hurtful. I mean, we're hurting ourselves by constantly saying these negative things over and over and over again. Even the latest thing that I've heard, and this is absolutely ridiculous, is this skinny fat. Whatever that is supposed to mean, I have no idea. So apparently, it means that you're skinny and a normal weight, but flabby. What? Those are come out of 20-something mouths and teenage mouths. It's this skinny fat. Really, it's so perplexing to me on like so many levels. I don't even understand. Why can't we just be happy with just the way we are? Well, because society, our environment, people, places, things we surround ourselves with, all this toxicity has such a huge impact. And then we internalize it. And then we hang out. It hangs out in our subconscious. And our minds then remind us when something comes up that relates to that negative thought, those thoughts that we had, and this cycle of negative thinking continues about ourselves, about our bodies, going around and around and around. Now, it does take practice to stop yourself from saying those negative things when it happens. And eventually it'll stop if you start consciously setting that intention to change the way you speak to yourself. If if you make that conscious intention to do that, you will stop. They'll make the changes. Things will be different for you. You'll feel like you're worthy of making that change. So there's a couple exercises that you can use. One in particular that I'm going to share with you today that you can incorporate right now. And it's simple. It's super, super simple. So every shower you take this week, tell each body part how amazing, beautiful, and special it is. You can do this while you're getting ready in the morning as well. So it doesn't have to be after the shower when you get out. For example, okay, I'm wearing this shirt today because it makes me look beautiful and it accentuates my curves. I'm wearing these pants today, which you can't see, but I'm wearing these pants today because they make my legs look strong and powerful in them. Now, it takes some time for it to possibly sink in. And eventually it will sink in. Eventually you put on that shirt and those pants again, and your subconscious will remind you of those beautiful words that you said to yourself. And they'll remind you of them. So it is possible to change that, even at all those times that I talked to you about just a second ago. So during those times where you just feel like you're just not worth it and feel ugly, stupid, disgusting, fat, whatever the dialogue is that's coming up, you change your mindset. It'll change that mindset the next time something comes up. And you'll be able to handle it better. And you won't be so hard on yourself. And you won't have such cruel, harsh words coming to your head. So remember, you are the one person that you speak to the most. You're listening to every single word you say to yourself. So always be aware of how you talk to yourself. Because you are listening. The way that you speak to yourself matters the most. It matters the most. So just keep in mind that anything that you say to yourself, it goes in that little subconscious mind. It goes in this mind and it just hangs out there. And it just hangs out there. And if you're constantly saying negative things about yourself, it's going to hang out in there. And then every time you receive a compliment, every time somebody says something good about you, every time anybody is nice to you, your subconscious is going to remind you, no, remember, that's not true. That's false. This is truth because this is what you told us. You told us these things, so these have to be fact. So if you start consciously setting that intention to say those positive things about yourself, you will override those other subconscious beliefs. Now it takes time. We've been saying these things over and over and over and over to ourselves so many times. But if you set that conscious intention to make that decision, hey, I'm going to stop talking to myself like this. I'm not going to talk to myself like this anymore. It is not allowed. I'm going to talk to myself like this. I'm going to say those nice things to myself. And I'm going to be nice to myself. Because these bodies are organic. They're fading every day. They're going to go away. We're in them for a limited time. We don't know how long we're going to be in them. So if you take care of yourself and love yourself and give you the compassion and love, everything it deserves, respect it deserves, you'll be able to stay in it longer. And the way you speak to yourself has a huge impact. It can have a huge impact. So make that conscious intention today to start saying those nice things to yourself. And it takes some practice. It takes some time. Just every time you think it or feel it or say it or do it, you'll be like, no. I'm going to erase that board. I'm going to erase that, what I said to myself. And I'm going to start new and I'm going to say something nice to myself. So get out of your head. Get out of here. It'll do you so much better if you do. So I will see you all next month for another topic. And I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. Mwah.